Hey YouTube, welcome to Ash and Kalia podcast daily talk show. I'm Ash,
I'm Leah.
and today we're talking about, um, basically, when you go through a situation in the past in a relationship, that was not good, toxic, and stuff like that. You meet the new person, they telling you like are you been through what you've been through because you haven't met me yet.
Hmm.
So we're basically talking about how you adjust to, your new situation or relationship without bringing the past in it. Because any little thing that can do can trigger you, and you remember what happened in the past, and you can bring it into. So we talk about how you not do that, and you got to remember, like, hey, you could talk to this person. You couldn't do that to the last person. They wasn't trying to hurt you out. So if this is person showing you something new, treat them as such. Don't bring in the past when it's not giving you the past. Give the relationship what it's giving you, basically. And yeah, we just talking about different situations or and how you adjust to it. I personally um like to adjust to change. Like it's scary and it's different to adjust to change for me, but I'm not the type of person that want to bring my past into a new relationship because first of all, my past, of course, it didn't bring me nothing but sadness, and I like to be. I'm a genuinely happy person. I like to be happy. I like to live and stuff like that. So I don't want to bring nothing sad and depressing into something new when this is new and fresh and it's giving me new fresh energy. So why would I want to doll it up by bringing negative, you know, toxic energy into it? That's not going to help the situation. That's not going to help us grow. That's not going to make us stick around and that person wanting to keep continue to be with you. So anything that if I feel like I get triggered from the past, I just take a step back and have to, maybe even talk to myself before I talk to that person. If you got to take a step back, be like, don't do it. This is not that situation. Whatever you got to do, prep talk yourself, and before you just lash out and come at this person for how you feeling about whatever happened because of what you went through the past. Communication is always good and open, and it helps to just come straight out and talk to a person instead of lashing out. Because when you lash out and then you try to talk to a person, they might be a little shut down now because you done already lashed out at them and brought situations back in the past. So now they probably uninterested and stuff like that. So it's always good to even heal first anyways before you get in a new situation if you feel like you even gonna do that. You know? So,
Yeah.
I feel like that's a little bit my thoughts. I'm gonna let Kalia say if
Yeah, I
she
mean,
has
for the
something.
most part, like, dealing with individuals who still stuck on the past. And then I think the worst thing, too, when people are like that, when you get into, like, new relationship, they tend to, like, try to compare you with the last person or
Mhm.
saying you did, you acting like this and you acting like that. This what I asked you to do, this, that, and the third.
Mhm.
And I'm like, and it kind of becomes frustrating because like, are you still over that person? Like, why are you making comparisons? And as far as like communication wise, like you got to be open and willing to accept people and understand, certain, like you said, certain triggers that might
Mhm.
bother that person.
Right.
Um, but keeping a closed mouth won't really necessarily help the situation. So you have to be open and honest, and
Mhm.
also you gotta know who the person that you starting this new relationship is, and just
Mhm.
having an understanding of you know of these of what it is that's like bothering them, or you know sometimes people take their own their own way of learning new things, or it takes time for people to like actually grow and like move on. So you gotta give people a grace, and if you don't want to give them that grace, then maybe you just need to like just let it go, and because people ain't gonna really just go stop and be like, oh well, you know, you were saying something about you haven't met me, so
Yeah, yeah, they basically saying that you haven't met them. That's why you've been through what you've been through. They giving you that comfort and that confidence level to not take it there in the past. Because anytime you've been through a lot and you go through new situation, you always scared that it's going
backfire.
yeah, it's going to
Yeah.
not even backfire, it's going to resurface into something else because especially if you've been out through bad situation, you
Mhm.
might be running into something new, but you so used to dealing with what you're used to, you already go into that relationship scared and gonna be like, how this gonna be different. I haven't had nothing different so far, so your hopes is kind of low. But
Yeah.
that person is giving you the reassurance that trust this, trust the process. I'm here with you. We're together. We're gonna figure this thing out because we know nobody's perfect. So I'm not gonna say we're not gonna go through anything, but I'm not your last situation.
Yeah, but I do believe like if you want to be going into a new relationship like that, I don't think you, especially if you, I say like if you was in a long term relationship and it was always this toxicity between you and your significant other, like, and y'all break up finally and
Mhm.
you end up getting to a new relationship, those past traumas are still will linger on because you still feeling, some kind of way from the last relationship. So your boundaries with the new person is going to be offset because of the past relationships.
Mhm.
And also you probably not able to like heal from yourself,
Mhm.
so I think a lot of people is having a hard time trying to heal because you can't just leave one relationship thinking, you know, the next person is going to do the same. Like you gotta give these people their grace. If they giving you reassurance that they're not, they're not capable or they not going to be in the they not capable or they not
Or they give you.
showing certain signs that they're
Mhm.
like the last person you're with.
Mhm.
So every person is going to be a new person, and if you continue to be in these type of relationships with a person who's always been like um, whatever the issue was in your last relationship and it's triggering onto this new relationship,
Mhm.
is either could be you that's like probably pushing them in a certain way to
Mhm.
like not be open and communicating with you, or
Mhm.
is either who you're picking that's showing certain characteristics where they was never like the type of person that you want to vet in the beginning.
Yeah.
So it's all about what you desire and what you want. And as far as like um you just gotta be open basically. You gotta be willing to like communicate and um, let the person be who they are to, as far as your happiness.
Yeah. It's just all about controlling your triggers and trusting the process because it is hard to not get triggered sometimes, especially if it's like, yo, and you told them the situation and this what happened. You gotta remember nobody's perfect and they been through something just like you've been through something. So you can't just expect to go anything. As long as your expectations like perfect is not perfect because y'all don't have to be perfect, but y'all can be perfect for each other. Don't go into something with expectations. Just go into something open and honest and succeed your
Yeah,
expectations.
and
Just
knowing that it's a learning trial thing. It's a learning experience. Like you learn this person, You know what this person like, you know what this person don't like.
Mhm.
Always communicating with them, even when you feel like you should. It might be small to you. I mean, it might be small to you, but it might be big to them. So like
Mhm.
always, whatever the problem is, always address it.
Mhm.
And I know I'm a person who don't like confrontation.
Mhm.
Even if it's something bothering me, I'ma still say what I have to say. And
Right.
I don't. It don't have to be confrontation. Like I said, it all depends on how you're saying it. Cause sometimes what you say could rub the person in the wrong way. So it's not what you say; it's how you say it. So you just gotta. And I'm not saying, oh, you gotta tread lightly on ice or nothing like that, but always just be open with the person and let them know what's on your mind, like why you feeling this way. Um, give them room on improvement or give yourself room on improvement,
Mhm.
especially if it's something is bothering you. Maybe it's not as them as that person. Maybe it's something you need to work on so you can get to your end goal or whatever it is.
Right. So so that's just how you like adjust. You just go here and not not thinking about the past really. I mean, I know stuff probably get brought up from the past, but always look forward for the future and how you can do things better than the past. The past is behind you now, so you just gotta keep moving forward and keep growing, and it only can get better. As long as you don't bring up the past, that's the only way you can move forward without bringing up the past. So as long as you keep that behind you and keep moving forward and see how y'all could do things better moving forward. That's the type of conversations you need to be having. Okay, how can we fix this? How can we, just move better being forward? That and you start the conversation off like that, positive, and it just go from there. Go with your actions, like not only just conversating, just when you do it, when you have those conversations, make sure that you putting those into action because that's the only thing it's gonna get resolved if you put it into reaction. So that's just basically, how you adjust to that. So yeah. And that's what we wanted to touch on this subject. But I think we pretty much wrapped it up. I said how I feel, the things that you could do. We all been through this before, so we basing this off experience, and I'm sure the listeners can relate and stuff. So if you have any comments and stuff like that, or you feel any different, you could always just comment and leave your things opinions in the comment section. And like and subscribe. I'm signing out, Ash.
Sign out, Leah.
All right, bye.